Hey guys, I'm having some technical issues and I think they're worked out right now, but forgive me just a second. I'm going to check on something. Usually I check the computer, the program that I use for my videos, to make sure I'm not having any challenges, and I didn't do that today, and it looks like the latest update did impact me. So I think that you're able to see both me in the bottom corner and my messy desktop right here, which I'm sorry about, but I was so late I didn't want to wait any longer in going live, because I told you it's going to be live at 2:15, and then it got to be, good heavens, it's almost 2:30, and I was still struggling. So let me just see if I am in fact there, and you're seeing what I think you're seeing, and then I'll show you what I've got today. Oh yeah, okay, so I can work with that, so that's fine. I have two cards I want to show you today, and I want to also talk a little bit about the featured product this week. So the featured product is this Pop of Petals stamp set and the punch. So the punch. These cards have gone together so quick and easy, and they're so pretty. I posted some photos of them, I think yesterday, and then I'm going to make one card with you today. But these are some of the cards that I made with it, and my lighting might be a little off, but I just think that's so pretty. That's the soft seafoam green, or I think it's just called soft seafoam. And then the designer series paper is a print of all the colors in the Subtles collection. So there are 4 different prints, and you get a 6x6 package, and so many sheets in each color. I think it's 4 sheets in each color. So this is the in color package, but the same premise. So there's 6x6 size, and you get this stripe with the white polka dots on the other side, and also I would pull the one on low on. You get this more muted with the muted polka dots on the other side. There you go. There's the yellow and the yellow. Actually, that was Pineapple Punch. Takes a while to learn the new names. But anyway, so I used a package like that in the Subtles family to make these cards. So that's where this came from. And this one, and I love this. I stamped on the designer series paper and stamped and punched some of the others. And then this is the tinted faceted button, I think it's called, and the petal pink baker's twine. So I thought that was really pretty. And I don't know if you can notice, there's some doilies down here on the bottom. That's my deal of the week. So if you place a $50 order this week online, you're going to receive a package of the doilies in addition to your products, and Stampin' Up! Is also going to give you a $5 bonus days coupon that you can redeem in September, which will be here right around the corner. So here's another card that I made, and then this one. And then this one doesn't have any designer series paper, but I just love it. It used the wreath embossing folder, and then just punched out 2 of the flowers to make a poinsettia looking flower, and those glitter enamel dots. Love, love, love those. So anyway, those are a few samples. Oh, did I skip this one? I think I did. This is actually a stamp that I just did randomly across my paper to make my own background, and then punched one, oh my gosh, I'm going to call that lovely lipstick. Let's go with that. Punched one out and then stamped on it and punched another one out, and then used another of the tinted buttons on it. So I love the stamp set. It's a great, great, great deal. The bundle is on page 47 of the annual catalog, and I'm dying to do this, a framed item like this. They've used embossing paste to create a background, and then just a rainbow, or an ombre, yeah, I guess it's more of a rainbow of the flowers. So I want to try something like that too. And then underneath is the holiday catalog, which we're going to start featuring next week in September. I've got all my products lined up. In fact, I might even have a sneak peek for you today. But anyway, let me be quiet and show you what we've got. So the method to our madness. Okay, so this paper is, I believe it's called Beautiful Promenade or Petal Promenade. Darn it. Designer Series paper. And here I thought I was more organized than this. It is called Petal Promenade or Petal Promenade. Depends on how you pronounce it. Beautiful papers in that pack, and this is one of my favorites. I love all the colors in this. And then you might remember that this card style where we get to see both the outside and the inside of the pattern. So that's our basic card. And then we have a piece of Whisper White to go on the inside. And then we're going to decorate the outside with some ribbon and a couple of these flowers punched out. So I am going to use this, I want to call it this watercolor image. I love them all. And I love that there's a butterfly in here as well. But I'm going to use this, this more muted, I want to call it a watercolor. And it's a red rubber stamp, so you can get it in the clear mount, which means you're going to mount it to a clear acrylic block, or you can get it in a wood mount, which means it's mounted to wood permanently. And I have to admit that I have yet to really figure out how to position my stamped image so that it goes in the punch the right way. So that's my caveat. I'm probably going to have it wrong. I'm probably going to have to trim it a little bit, but that gives me an opportunity to show you something else. You'll notice that I've got an old style stamp pad for the in colors that we have another year of. All the others I have replaced, and not that you have to. I just did. So now I need to line up so that I have on the right side, this upper right corner needs to be a petal that's kind of swooping up and to the left. And it's not going to be that way. And it's not going to be that way. It's not going to be that way. It actually, this needs to be, okay. Well, I warned you that this was still a struggle. Once I figure it out, I want to label my stamp so that it's not hard. I can stamp on the paper and then be ready without having to trim and punch it out. So I'm just lining it up. And I kind of press part way with my thumb to hold it down, and then once I like the way it's spaced and positioned, I punch it out. And I'm thinking that I probably need to go this way. So let me show you this trick if you don't know it. When you're down to this little bitty piece of paper, how on earth are you going to hold that and get it centered in your punch? You're going to grab a Post-it note. I keep these handy right beside my computer. I just need one. And I am going to let the Post-it note provide me a handle. So now I can hold onto the Post-it note and get it centered. Oops, that's not centered. And punch it out. And then there's a little bit that's stuck, and I'm just going to take my fingernail and knock it off. Now, my stamp is a mess, so I'm going to grab my chamois and give it a quick clean. I now have 2 chamois, so when you come to class, I can put one at each end of the table so that everybody can clean their stamps. Not that I expect them to clean their stamps, but I don't want them to get all inky. So, alright, now I'm going to take a bone folder and just curl these just the tiniest bit. Don't have to use a bone folder, a pencil will do. Sometimes you can even do this on your fingers. Just wanted to curl them up just a little bit, and then I will offset them on top of each other with probably a glue dot might be the easiest. Although I'm a frequent user of Tombow multi-purpose glue. Either would work just fine. Although what I like about the Tombow is that then I can wiggle it around a little bit and get it where I want to. And let's see what embellishment I can find that's nearby. Not that. I'm afraid the ones I want are on the other side of the room. Okay. I don't think it's going to have an embellishment this time. I am going to get a dimensional. Now you'll notice these are the mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and they leave this great border, and I like to just cut that border up and use it. It's about the same size as a regular dimensional. That way I haven't wasted anything. I'm not going to peel it off just yet because I need to put my card together. So, and I might even want to do some stamping on the inside. Sometimes I have a hard time deciding what I want to put on there. I don't know whether this is a birthday card or a blank or a thinking of you or just what yet. So this is actually a 5.5 inch square. And I have, let's see, this is scored at 1 1/4. So I've got a 4 1/4 by this way, 5.5 here. And then my designer series paper is 5.5 by 4, which means when I put this like so I want to line it up with the edge of my card, not the inside. Now you could, if you wanted, that would be a great, great way to look at it too. You could give yourself an edge of the cardstock if you wanted to do it that way. So neither way is wrong. It's all about your preference. So once this time, I'm going to line it up this way, and then I'm going to put my adhesive on. I think I'm going to do it on the cardstock this time. And yep, I'm using Fast Fuse. My snail is not handy, so and I am a fan of Fast Fuse, although I admit this one is giving me some trouble. Really giving me some trouble. Everything, maybe this is why they discontinued it, huh? So what I'm going to do is roll it up a little bit. So yes, this was discontinued from the last catalog, and snail would have been a better option. But like I said, I was rushed. Doesn't pay to get rushed. Okay, well, to finish out my little line here, just going to use some Tombow because it is handy. Okay, then you can see, right? So I've lined it up, and then I'm just going to fold this over. And then I thought, I really like this color. So my card base is Fresh Fig, and my ribbon is Berry Burst with this lovely silver edge to it. Typically, I'm a big believer in the cheater bow, so goodness, and that's for a reason. That's because not only can I not tie a bow with an audience, I can't tie a good bow even if you're not there. So I'm just gonna, that's my caveat. I really couldn't do a cheater bow on this one. Alright, let's see how we like that. Okay. So I could hold that in place with a little adhesive if I wanted. Now I need to decide if I want this to go this way or this way, and where I want my flower to go. I really don't want to cover up too much of the pretty flower that's already in the paper. So I could, see, and I didn't plan this out, I'm winging it. Let's see. I wonder, see, I think it is going to need some sort of gem in the center, and it might even benefit from, who knows. See, it's really hard because it's going to cover up the paper. I'm not very good at this. All I could think about was, so let me get out the samples I made and see if one of those is kind of similar to my situation here. That one is. So I did it along the ribbon on that one. So thinking about that, so let's look, these are kind of similar. So I put the knot up at the top on it, close to the top. And then I put this just here and added a sentiment right here. I really think that this is quite a bit different. Maybe I'll like it right there. I'm overthinking this. The important part was to show you that with designer series paper and this stamp punch combination, you can create a card so very quickly. And then I just need to put down my liner, and that is 4 by 5 1/4. And I could stamp some leaves or the flowers along there, and I might do that. I'm going to save that and not do it because I want to show you the other card, and gosh, I've already been on for 15 minutes. So I need to add an embellishment and add the inside and possibly stamp in here. I want to decorate the inside too. But isn't this pretty where you can see the inside, both sides of the designer series paper? I think it's just really, really pretty. So I'll finish this up and I'll post a photo of it after I figure out what it really needs to look like. So the other card I wanted to show you is a different style. It is a pocket style card. So this piece of cardstock is just, or designer series paper, is 4 inches wide. And then it is 10.5 inches long. And then I've scored it at, I think, an inch and a quarter, and then at 5 1/4. So so this is 5 1/4, and then this is 5 1/4 here. And then I've given myself a card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that way, when this lines up, it will be so pretty, just like that. And then this piece is going to slide in like here. So I'm not going to put any adhesive on the sides, although you certainly could. I am going to put, I'm not either. I've lost my ribbon. Oh, come on. Where are you hiding? I can't believe that. Okay, well, we'll grab another one. Say that, and now where is it? Here it is. Nope, it's not the right one. Okay, well, this is not quite the one I wanted, but it's here. So that's what we're going to use. It is the white and silver version, just like the berry that we used a second ago. Now, I'm a cheater bow kind of person because, well, you just saw why. Because that bow is not very good. And I'm going to actually use my grid a little bit. Grid paper is great for lining up straight. I just want this to be over that flap a little bit. So I'm going to grab a glue dot with my paper piercing tool. So I admit I am a little rusty. I have not done a Facebook Live in a few weeks. I'm trying to find opportunities to do them on a schedule that has proven to be a little challenging. So rather than go around all the way and tie my ribbon, I'm just going to do it this way. And I might have cut this a little short. Let's see. I think that's okay. And then I just adhere that to the card base. And that way, since my ornaments are upside down, I could have cut this 4 1/4 by 10 1/2, but I wouldn't get as many cards to that sheet of cardstock. And my ornaments would have been right side up on one side and upside down on the back. This way, nobody knows that my ornaments are upside down, and I still created a pocket, and my card is the size we're all accustomed to using that fit in our envelopes so well. And I got that just a little crooked. Okay, so now that's there. On this piece, dadgum, I didn't get my sentiment out. Alright, so, and I didn't get my markers because I want to do this. Labels to Love is in the annual catalog. Remember, we're not going to start featuring the Christmas catalog until the holiday catalog until next week. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Merry Christmas here, and I think I'm going to stamp it in. I know that's Old Olive, and it's a favorite, so I'm going to use Old Olive. Where'd my scrap go? Here's my scrap. And remember, just to kiss your stamp. You don't have to sink your stamp in. You're just trying to get ink on the edges. So just tap, 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 or just kiss it. And then you can see that the ink is on your stamp. And then straight down, straight up. It doesn't matter that that's looking upside down. And I've got the label punch. And I'm going to punch it out. Set that aside. And then I have a back for it, also already punched out, but it's the same size. So I'm actually going to cut it in half. And give it a little border. So while I'm doing, well, let's see. I'm not doing anything fancy here except just trying to give it a little matte. This is where Tombow comes in handy for me because it gives me that wiggle room. So there's that side. And then this side will work better if I turn it upside down. And there's that. And it is still sliding around. Alright, and I'll get a couple of dimensionals. I kind of want to straddle that ribbon a little bit. Peel that off. I'm just going to put that on like so. So there's the basics of the card, right? This shows a pretty paper, has my sentiment, and then this piece is going to go on the inside. So if you had a gift card, you could slide it in with this as well, write your message on here, do some more stamping on this, and I would. I wonder if that would look like. Okay, I'm really going out on a limb here, but I think I might like this. Okay, so here's a piece of grid paper scrap to go here. I think I'm going to use that Old Olive again with, this is actually, this greenery is from the Pop of Petals, but I think I'm going to let it give a bit of a border. I saw Julie Salva do something like this in her video. Maybe just one. I'm going to do it that way. I don't know. This way it's just going to peek out. If there's anybody out there with a very creative mind, you're thinking, Michelle, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I'm just winging it. So I want it just to peek out when I slide this in. Since I said Merry Christmas on the initial, on the outside, I don't want to put Merry Christmas again here. But I think that's kind of pretty. Different card. Still fits in our envelopes. And because I didn't put adhesive on the sides of the Designer Series paper, this slides in really well. And so it measures 3 3/4 by 5. The red piece does. And then the white piece is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And it just slides in like that. You get to see all the pretty Designer Series paper and gives you a Christmas card. Lots of room to write or to add additional sentiments. Didn't particularly have one with the stamp sets I had out, so we improvised a little bit. Now, so let me share what I... Sorry guys, where you're looking at my arm here. If you want to order anything from the annual catalog, but especially the featured products this week, we used the Pop of Petals bundle. I used the clear mount because I mounted them on my clear blocks. That's on page 47 of the annual catalog, and I gave the item numbers when I showed my photos earlier this week. If you place a $50 order this week, then I will send you a package of the pearlized doilies. Add those just a second, guys. So they come in a package of 24, and they've got some gorgeous shimmer to them. That's going to come from me. Everything else is going to come with your order. And I know I'm sure you can't see the shimmer to them, but they do have a lovely little shimmer to them. And they're very, very versatile. And I just realized one of the things that I brought over here with me was this Starburst punch, because I thought Starburst might be what I want to put behind those flowers on my card. I think I can get that off without tearing anything. I did. But now I can't pick up my Starburst. So I've just used a little of the glimmer paper. I don't know. I'm going to have to keep playing with that a little bit. Might need another layer. Might need less. But anyway, beautiful paper, easy flowers, easy to come together. That's that. Quick peek at next week's featured product from the holiday catalog. Falling for Leaves. I've been coloring. Aren't they pretty? So stay tuned next week. I'll bring that to you. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here. I appreciate your time and your patience as I struggle to get back in the groove. Take care. Have a great week.